Hello there my dear friends, and welcome back to another Star Wars video. It is I coming at you once again, your favourite galactic hostess, Star Wars Meg. And today is a very special one, because Star Wars canon has just revealed our very first look at the Netherworld of the Force. A mysterious, non-physical realm that we've been talking about for decades. It exists within the cosmic force, and was first mentioned in Revenge of the Sith. It's essentially the afterlife within the Force. It's mostly associated with Force spirits, especially light side spirits, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Yoda, after The Last Jedi Luke, and while the name itself only comes about in 2005, and is then explored in the Clone Wars series, George Lucas drafted ideas for the Netherworld of the Force all the way back in 1983. And aside from a couple of obscure comics from the 2000s, we haven't had many visual references for what it might look like, and that is why this new revelation is so massive. Because when you see Force ghosts, you're not seeing the Netherworld of the Force, you're seeing the Force spirits coming out of that world and manifesting in the physical one. There is a big difference. Only a few Jedi who learn the rare discipline to preserve themselves beyond death can achieve this. But even Jedi who didn't, like some of the voices that spoke to Rey, still exist in the Netherworld of the Force, but those are the ones that can't return. It was thanks to Qui-Gon who learned this ability, and then passed it down to Yoda, and Obi-Wan, who later taught Anakin when he was redeemed, that this training was passed down. But until today we've never got a clearer glimpse of what the Force afterlife looks like. And the information comes to us thanks to the brand new Legacy of Vader Kylo Ren comic, issue number 10. There are 2 more to go after this, and I have to admit, this has been one of the most insightful and enjoyable comic runs Disney Star Wars has ever put out. And this takes place in between episodes 8 and 9, when Kylo Ren is the supreme leader of the First Order, but he's simultaneously struggling with his identity. Both the light side and dark side are trying to pull him in, and he's torn apart, suppressing the goodness within him, the goodness which Rey saw, that Luke can still see as a Force spirit, but Kylo responds by doubling down on the dark side, and trying to emulate the worst parts of his grandfather Darth Vader. And in the latest issue, my friends, Kylo returns to a favourite location of his, Vader's castle on Mustafar. Let's dive straight in. Kylo Ren is empty. Staring out onto Mustafar, the horizon trembles like a wounded heartbeat. Rivers of molten sorrow threading through blackened stone. The sky hangs low, a dome of ember-lit smoke, as if the planet breathes in pain. Kylo knows that despite Luke Skywalker being dead, his uncle still watches him. There must be a way to bring him here. Tell me, Varney, how would Darth Vader have accomplished this? There must be techniques, dark side tools. What would he have done? What would he have used? Varney doesn't know, so enraged, Kylo force pushes him back. He walks down the secret hallway, and at the end, there is a vault. But it's not up to Varney or Kylo to open it. It's the will of the dark side. But Varney suggests another way to obtain what Kylo seeks, and this is when the Supreme Leader enters Vader's meditation chamber. Varney instructs him, the Dark Lord would enter this space when he required clarity. He would spend hours inside, sometimes days. Perhaps you too will find the answers that you seek. So then, Kylo closes his eyes. Grandfather, bring me to him. Bring me Skywalker. But Kylo goes straight to the dark side. He opens up a dark side well of his own insecurities. He is shackled by chains. Kylo looks down, and each individual chain leads to a terrifying skeleton of those he left behind. Not all of them are dead, but many of them are. We see Snoke, Vader, Lando Calrissian, his parents, Han and Leia, Chewbacca, one of Luke's other former students, a Jedi called Vo, and even Rey. It's all overwhelming for Kylo, so in his rage, he seeks to escape using his mind. I reject this, he exclaims, holding both a blue lightsaber as well as his own. So then he returns to Force meditation, trying to sense Luke. He knows he's there, he can feel his presence. We see more flashbacks to Luke's Jedi Academy, when the New Republic was still prosperous, and Ben Solo was still Luke's apprentice. And then all of a sudden, Kylo finds him, but not just Luke, many Jedi of the past. He enters the Netherworld of the Force. We see the outline of Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Yoda, as well as some other short Jedi. I know I'm probably wrong about this, but I'd love to believe that one of these is Evan Peel and the other My favourite, as you know, Jedi Master Yaddle. And Ben takes a good look around. A mysterious hooded Jedi says, "He shouldn't be here." "No, he shouldn't," Luke answers. "But he is here. Thank you, I will attend to this one myself." "Be wary," the unknown Jedi says. "His pain is extraordinary. It screams." So then Luke is left alone with his nephew. "So, did you miss me? Why are you here, Ben?" "Because you're dead," Ren replies. "I wish I'd done it. I would have, but you escaped. Who did it? How did you die? I want to find them, hear the story, make them tell me how you suffered." And then Luke reveals the truth. He wasn't killed. He died of exhaustion, using force projection. "My killer was no one. I sacrificed my life for others, in service to the Resistance, in service of something greater. I died for my friends, for my family, and for people I don't know all across the galaxy, so they could live in peace and light. That's what my life was for. But what about you? What is your life for?" "Stop trying to teach me," Ben screams. "I come from a long line of teachers. A hard instinct to break. But you're right. I suppose that time is over for us. But not for her." And Kylo's talking about Rey. "Why Rey?" "She wanted to learn," Luke replies. I hate you. Stop lurking. Stop watching me. I can sense you. I'm no longer your student, you know. No longer anything to you. You failed to make me into you. You lost. Leave me alone, you dead old man, or I will find a way to destroy you, even in a place like this." "Huh," Luke smirks. "You can't destroy me without destroying the Force, and you can't do that without destroying yourself. But goals are important. It's meaningful that you found your way here. I'm impressed. You should ask yourself, Ben, how you managed it, why you're in this place." And Luke's parting words, some of the most powerful in the entire comic: "Kylo Ren means nothing to me, but I'll always be there for Ben." Now I have to wonder, and this is very much conspiracy territory, do you think this could be the way they bring back Ben Solo? If the hunt for Ben Solo ever happens, if they ever recycle that movie into the Rey film or the Kinberg trilogy, is the Netherworld of the Force the key to him coming back? Like Luke said, there's a reason he was meant to be there, but it could be that they're just foreshadowing his return to the light. And then, before Kylo returns to the present day, before the end of his meditation, he's confronted by an embodiment of the dark side. It's furious with him. "You tried to flee your destiny, to return to the light. You tried to forget your pain. You must be reminded." And the comic ends with Kylo Ren injured, back in the physical world, in a Bacta tank. So like I say guys, 2 more issues to go, and that was, well, quite a lot. The Netherworld of the Force, or at least this version of it, the way Kylo experienced it, is a place of pure light, where it seems like many Jedi return to after death. Share your thoughts on this reveal and today's comic in the comments down below. Did you enjoy it? Let me know. What are your thoughts and theories? And if you enjoyed this one, guys, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and may the Force be with you, always.